Sarah Kazak, Lawson Reeves, here with Jamie Chung, who plays, well, you have a different name in the film, but plays a character who gets put into the sex trafficking trade, and it's based on a true story. So I wanted to ask you, what was it like to prepare for such a kind of tough role?
The material itself was so moving, but in order to prepare for the role, I spoke with Chong, whom the story is based on, and she was brave enough to share and be so open about her experience. And there's so much material out there, whether it's a CNN special of girls that are being kidnapped, or there's a great documentary called Very Young Girls who are extremely vulnerable in New York, and how the pimps approach them and kind of reel them in. There's J.C. Dugard, her story of being kidnapped.
Yes.
There was lots of material that I researched for the role.
Yeah.
But it's all very dark stuff.
Yeah. So how much did you consult with Chung on developing this character?
Quite a lot of hours on the phone. I had so many questions. For example, why didn't you escape? Mm-hmm. She's like, well, you knew where my family was. I didn't have any of my identification. Mm-hmm. I was afraid of, authority, and I thought I didn't trust them, like the police. And it was really fascinating. And I would constantly pick her brain. And again, it's not just physical abuse, it's mental abuse that these men put on these women. So lots of hours on the phone.
Yeah. And I mean, did you feel comfortable asking her the really tough questions? Was she pretty open?
She was very open, but it was uncomfortable for me to ask.
Yeah, hard to breach that barrier.
Exactly.
You don't want to make her too uncomfortable, but you want to get to know what the character is supposed to be like. What about your interaction with Matt and that character?
Matt and I have worked with each other before, so we knew each other.
Okay.
And when he came on in the movie, I was like, yes, it's someone I know and someone I trust and someone I love, and he's a fantastic actor. We just, clicked immediately. And you really need to have a trusting relationship for all these vulnerable, sensitive scenes. And he was so supportive, and Megan was so supportive. So, I couldn't ask for a better situation or a better team to work with.
Yeah. And it's not a happy film. So it's kind of like, what do you do in your time offset when you're filming this?
The crew, everyone it was a small group of people, and we're all there for the cause, and, we all wanted to make this story. It all kind of came together. We loved each other. We loved hanging out. And as soon as we were wrapped, we would grab dinners and hang out. We needed to laugh in between scenes in order to stay sane.
Yeah.
So it was actually a great, happy set.
Yeah.
And a great, happy crew.
Yeah. What about working with Beau Bridges? He's not in the film a lot, but he definitely plays an important character.
Oh, Beau's great. He was perfect for this role, and there's something so wise about Beau, and he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. And that's kind of the Bob character, He's sweet, and yet fearful. I'm not saying Beau is, but his character. Yeah. So he was perfect for the role.
Because you have done this film, is there a certain organization or anything like that you're supporting for this?
There's actually an organization that my friend in San Francisco is starting, and it's helping young girls in the United States. There's no name yet. It's still in development. But the plan is to help young girls that are being sex trafficked in the United States and start after-school programs and start to give them, kind of try to integrate them back into
normal life.
Exactly. And giving them wonderful opportunities, and just it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But I've spoken with Chong, and she's so involved. There's so many great organizations for girls in this situation, but I'm really hoping that something special comes out of this one that's starting up in San Francisco.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Jamie.
you.
I really enjoyed the movie.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.